Welcome to the Darling Show. We're here at Mooney Inc. Piercings. We have an interview with Richard Coleman. And stay for the interview. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the Darling Show. We have Richard Coleman tattooing one of his clients.
I'm actually an artist here.
Are you an artist?
Yeah, I'm an artist here.
Awesome, awesome. So welcome to the Darling Show, Richard. So what got you started into the tattooing business?
I think it's something that just comes in the blood.
Yeah.
And, I started with charcoal, I started with pencil, I went from pencil to pen, from pen to painting, and to tattoo is just the ultimate. It's the ultimate medium to work in. There's no tricks. The tricks is with the needle. There ain't no smearing, there ain't no smudging, what you get, and then healing. And then, there's a lot to it. And that's just what keeps me going, man, year after year. 51 years so far.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
I'm 51 years old. I've been actually tattooing professionally since 2004.
Could you consider yourself an OG, I guess?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I kind of learned old school. I made some poor choices growing up, and
That's okay.
so I went to prison for about 5 years. I got out. I never looked back. I never thought it was just a hobby of mine. I did driving heavy equipment for quite a few years, about 12 years, and then decided the economy got really slow. I had an investor, so I decided to go ahead and try to open up Mooney Inc. It was a commercial. It was a commercial. What did you say? A permit. It was a conditional permit that I could actually. So I really had to jump a lot of hoops.
Yeah.
And then after all the hoop jumping and everything, today, I'm one of the first ones that has a shop right here on Mooney Boulevard. So
Awesome.
this is pretty
What
cool.
challenges did you face opening up a business?
Well, the challenges I faced was, believing in myself. Number one. For two, trying to show people that there's a better way.
Yes.
That there's a better way, there's a better life. That it's not fueled. And then trying to show the people actually that think we're bad guys. That we're not. It's we do tattooing for, a lot of different reasons, for tradition, for tribute, for, for someone's culture. In love, a memory of a loved one, a portrait of a grandmother, father, mother, dad, or whoever, to just actually kind of relate on their basis and then give them the best tattoo possible. And here, what I do here at the shop, a lot of the guys that work here with me, they could listen to my loud mouth and stuff for a long time, so they can hang out, be part of the shop.
Yeah.
But, the ones that can't, they seem to taper away, and you know what? One way or another, they all gravitates back one way or another here for some reason. I probably put about 80 people, 70, 80 people in the 11 years we've been here.
Yeah.
And so there's always a lot of rumors and everything. But
Yeah.
cut and dry, man, we got some good artists. We've been,
So what would you say about the haters?
well, the haters, the best thing I could say is never talk about anyone's art because
Yeah.
you never know what they're going to become.
That's true.
So that's what I say, and that's why I kind of preach to all my guys. Just worry about yourself, do the best you can do, and everything else will come.
Yeah.
And they've been doing awesome, soon they'll grow wings and fly away like the rest of them, but today we're all a team, man.
Yeah. So what's your goal with your company and business?
Just to do the best tattoos possible,
Okay.
to educate, the guys that I work with and them educate me. To be able to raise a son and a family doing something I enjoy doing. Being able to travel,
Yeah.
being able to have my days off when I want off, and be able to make customers happy, cry, to take away birthmarks, scars, blemishes, whatever. Just to seeing a lot of them, their face after the tattoo or on a cover up, bad cover up, do it better. It's a high in itself.
So what products services do you provide here?
We do piercing and just piercing and tattoos.
Okay.
But we used to do nails, but we let that go.
Yeah.
Seemed like the more women that was involved in the place, the more drama there was.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is.
But it's all good, man. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just a good, comfortable place to come and be at. You know, I mean,
So, what's your mission to accomplish with your business here?
my mission is probably to turn one of these guys into a world-renowned artist,
Oh, wow.
so I can get free tattoos.
Okay.
That's my mission.
Okay.
It's like like UFC to have a world champion. You know what I mean? Under your ring, man. Same kind of thing. That's my mission is.
So, what's the technique to getting into tattooing? What do you?
Well, first it comes with the attitude. Like I said, I think it's the blood. Some people just not cut out for it.
Yeah.
You could tell the people real early though, real early in the scene. I'm like, oh no, this is a dude's first tattoo, girl's first tattoo. As soon as they get it, they're in here all the time.
What year did you open your business here? And
We opened up in May 28, 2010.
oh, wow.
And we've been here. I mean, the concrete's still stamped with the date out there.
Yeah. So, what are you tattooing?
Today we're doing Poseidon.
Okay.
I'm just going ahead and getting a little bit of feel of it before I actually start stinging him with the needle. He's already prepped and ready to go. He's tough. You can go ahead and I'm giving it a little outline, a little body. This is actually a second session.
Oh, okay.
And so we're just going to go in and just really smooth things out and bring Sam alive today.
Awesome.
Sam is one of my artists. He's been here for about 2 years.
Oh, wow.
He's really coming along great. He can almost do everything except portraits.
Okay.
I'll get there.
How many staff do you have here?
We've got 4 guys and we got a couple mothers, that assist us.
Okay.
My wife, his wife. And then once Sam has his kid, probably.
What inspired you to get started in tattooing?
The different. I've been drawing all my life. I've been painting. So it's like, I guess you would say it's just what it's at the end of the road for an artist, if you like tagging or if you like spray painting or you like murals or paint or oil or charcoal, I just think the skin's the ultimate.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate.
So, what would you tell to a newcomer and trying to get into business? What would you give them advice?
It's easy to start the race, but much harder to finish.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
That's what I tell them.
Gotcha.
And now, if they understand that, that's a different aspect.
Yeah.
You have to teach them that part too sometimes, and that's the part that takes a while.
Yeah. Just tell us what you're putting together, what you're doing, and any info that you'd like to give my viewers.
I've never heard of an artist that actually would ever, kind of put other artists down or anything like that. It's kind of a bad thing, in my book. I just tell the viewers, if you want a good tattoo, to kind of research what you're involved in, what you like, and just don't go in there, empty-headed. Go in there with some purpose and direction. What something do you want, before you actually go on. It makes it a lot easier and a lot better for the tattooer and the tattooist. And that's it.
Everybody here, they tattoo, piercing.
Yeah, we've got Sam, which is right across from me, which is the one I'm tattooing. We got Gene here, and then we got Gabe, the assistant manager over here.
Oh, gotcha.
We got Mama. That's kind of his mom and all of our moms.
Gotcha.
And it's a daily thing, man. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and lay Sam down and get some drilling going on.
Yeah, it's hot.
All right, so go ahead and lay down, Sam.
Give us the insight. So you've seen it here first at the Darling Show. So when you tattooing him, does any blood come out?
Yeah, it depends. Like a lot of times, some people bleed more than others. It's usually a cause of lack of iron.
Oh, gotcha.
Or if a person eats before they actually get tattooed,
Yeah,
it'll make a difference too.
gotcha.
If they bleed or if they had a lot of alcohol the night before,
Yeah.
then that'll have an effect on it too.
So my question, before you tattoo somebody, What advice do you tell them before they get the tattoo?
Well,
on their-
it's which one? The person getting tattooed or the one
the one-
tattooing?
No, the one that's getting the tattoo.
Tattooed.
Yeah,
Well,
so
what
like,
I
what do you
would
tell him
recommend
before-
that they get a good night's sleep. Sometimes, you know, people want to drink because they're nervous.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, I don't promote it. It's the night before them drinking that thins the blood to where they'll bleed much more.
Gotcha. And how long typically does it, when you're tattooing, how long does it take to get it, like the finished product?
Every tattoo will vary.
vary.
You know, there's like, say for instance, there's tattoos where just lining is involved. There's tattoos where lining and shading, and there's, depending on your art style, if it's more traditional, which is dated back to like 53, I mean, around that area, time of the sailors for us, Americans. As far as traditional, Japanese traditional, you're talking thousands of years.
Yeah.
So depending on the work and the education and following up on what are drawn, I never in a million years, when I was growing up as a kid, I never in a million years thought I'd be a tattoo artist.
Do you have any stories?
I never did, you know what I mean? You know, growing up, I thought I was gonna be a firefighter, and I did a little bit of firefighting for a while.
Yeah.
But then I went to prison. I started following the Lord, and things started. You know, I wasn't into drugs. I was into reading the Word,
Yeah.
and I was into tattooing, and it really caused a conflict inside. And I prayed on it, and you mean God answered me. He says, you know what, the things that you could do, the way you could bring people through Christ through tattooing, I'm down. Go for it. So he kind of gave me a green light, and when he did, that's just when everything started changing.
Do you have any stories that you were, any stories of you tattooing, like when you were younger?
Oh, tattoo? Yeah.
Or any-
I meant making the tattoo machines when I didn't know nothing about it. All my friends, you know, I mean, I remember my dad. I remember my dad looking out the back. He said, complaining that I was tattooing, and that why am I tattooing that I'm never gonna do nothing with it. And now, I mean, then years later, me and my mother opened a tattoo shop together. Yeah. He wasn't really down with it, but it worked out for a while. Rest in peace. My mom passed last year. And she promotes me too. I did a lot of tattoos on her. That was special. I mean,
Yeah.
and my mom's not a person that you would. She was 66, and she ran a tattoo shop. This was one, and then we had another one in Porterville.
You still have that one in Porterville?
Yeah, we had another one in Porterville for like 5 years, but it just became too much for me and her. I think it's really important for owner, manager, / they got to be here when you're. My mom didn't know the business like I knew the business.
Yeah.
And she had a big old soft heart.
Yeah.
It was easy for them guys to take advantage of her.
Gotcha.
Even though they didn't see it that way, they did, you know, and it pissed me off. So, but all in all, it was just hard. It was I had to be there every day.
Yeah.
You know, if I wasn't, then that's when it seems like you get off kilter.
Yeah. So tell my viewers how to reach you.
How they,
How do they find you?
Oh, you can find me right here at 1324 South Mooney, or you can contact us right here at the shop, 559-713-6173. For any kind of cover-ups, touch-ups, piercings, we cover all areas, and we do military discount, 10%.
Awesome.
We touch on a lot of people and bring a lot of people in from right here and give them discount. We have a big clientele that comes in from the Naval Air Force right out here at the more Naval Air Force.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they all like tattoos.
Yeah, they all come in from out there.
Well, thank you for watching the Darling Show. Please subscribe, and till the next time, we'll see you soon.